back to the channel. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry we're a few minutes late, but I had to charge my phone a little bit. Before we get started, let me get these rocks out of the way. I had to go to work again today. I wasn't planning on working at all this week, but there's just been things I've had to do to close out cases that I've been working on. So you do what you gotta do. Because the truth is if I drop these people in the middle of what I'm trying to accomplish for them, it'll take 6 more months for it to get done. And they don't deserve that. Alright, Spirit, may I have rocks, please, for this reading? Let's get some rocks first while I got them out. Hello, welcome. Hey, Ashadu, how you doing, baby? So good to see you. Thank you for being here. I hope it's not too late where you are. I was trying to get on here earlier, but my phone wasn't charged but about 50%, and I knew I would not get to the question and answer part of the video. Do you have a question, baby? I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Somehow your family is involved in this. What you believe about a commitment. Believe again. Believe twice. We have focus. We have passion. And we have hope. So your family is here. Your believe, your commitment, focus, passion, and hope. Somehow your family plays a factor here. Hey, Priya. How you guys doing? I know it's late where you guys are. Do you all want me to answer questions for you at the end of this video? If so, I can go ahead and do them now before I get started. I'm doing pretty good. I don't feel all that good today because it's raining outside and I haven't eaten. You wish to know if you will be able to get that place which we wish to rent for our business. Okay. Alrighty. You feel the same way, Priya? Ugh, I hate feeling like this. I need something to eat. Or do you have a question also? Yes. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I feel like I don't feel very well. Just like a malaise, a general, and I feel hungry, like I haven't eaten enough, and I haven't. I've had 2 crackers. Yes, we need Mr. Sunshine. Yes, we do. We got to get that vitamin D. Alright, I'm going to answer a question for Ashadu so that Asha can go to bed before midnight. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll stick around. I'm going to do a general reading. I'm just going to answer a couple questions real quick. And then I'm going to get started. I did get family, believe, commitment, focus, passion, and hope. I haven't done the song yet. I'm going to answer a question real quick for Miss Asha here. She wishes to know if she'll be able to get the place for her business. And we have been looking at that. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and liking the video. I love that. You guys rock. Thank you. And if anyone else has a question before they go to bed, I'll be happy to answer your question before I start the general reading. Cheryl will be with us momentarily. She is charging her phone. Uh-oh. The situation will improve, Asha, but it's saying it's not the right time. Let's see what comes out. This is just the pre-shuffle. There's something better. It's the right time. So it's like Spirit saying it's not the right time, but when it is, there's going to be something better. Will Asha get the place that she's wanting for her business? May I see, please? Spirit guides and angels. Oh, Asha. Abundance came out. Abundance. Woo. Ask for help from others. And I think you got that same card last time. So I don't know what this might mean to you, but it might mean that you need the money. Spirit, will Asha get the money to get this place? I'm not going to take that card. Will she get the money? You're going to have to wait and ask your angels. But yes, we have romance also, Asha, for you. I don't know. If you wait, you're going to have abundance. And if you wait and ask your angels, maybe this means you're going to love this place. But it looks like you have to wait to get some money together or something. I'm not getting a no for sure. I'm getting a lot of positivity. So just whatever's going on right now, just trust that Spirit has the right timing and that when it's meant for you to get it, you'll find the money. Okay? It looks like you're going to have some success with that. Alrighty then. Hello to you all. I'm sorry I don't know your language, but I see you're showing some love, so I love you too. Okay. Alright, I'll go ahead and get started. Then we have family, believe, commitment, focus, passion, and hope. Spirit, how do you want to proceed with this reading today? I have ordered some new decks of cards, and we should be getting those, some of them today. It is going to be fine, Asha. It looks like it's going to be fine. Truly it does. I don't see any indications of Spirit saying you will not get it. And I don't know what abundance means. My first thought was that you're going to have a lot of abundance when you get this place. But I don't know your situation. If you need money to get it, then that might be what was being said. But I feel positive about it in my spirit that you're going to have success with this. I truly feel positive about it, okay? You do have to ask for help from somebody, though. Don't forget that part, okay? Because I think you had that last time. Maybe you've asked for a loan and you're waiting to find out if you're going to get the money. And Abundance was saying, yes, you're going to get the money. I don't know how to interpret your cards, but you do. You're very gifted. Spirit said start with the music. Okay, Spirit. Let's see what Spirit says for music today. May I have a song for the collective Holy Spirit for this reading? May I have a song, please, for this reading? It's called Fall in Love by Bailey Zimmerman. I heard you moved out to South Carolina just like you always said we would. Packed your bags in that old 4Runner that I bought when you bought you when things were good. I'm glad to see the stop sign didn't hit you, bring you back to your senses. Oh, it waved you gone goodbye. Yeah, it waved you gone goodbye. I heard you found yourself a brand new man, put a rock on your finger, and he vowed you a second chance. Build a house right beside the coast. The ocean view is beautiful. But baby, I just want you to know, he don't know you like I did. And money talks, but I ain't buying. 'Cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. 1 second it's a blessing and the next it's already gone. A broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson that I'm pouring out in this song. Oh, 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 oh. You don't want to fall in love. Oh, you don't want to fall in love. I seen your mama walking out to Country Market, and I stopped to ask her how she's been. She said she's missing you and tried to go convincing you not to settle down with him. She ain't wrong, the whole town knows it. You had a bed of roses, but girl, you couldn't walk that line. You can act like you're doing fine, 'cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. 1 second it's a blessing and the next it's already gone. A broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson, and I'm pouring it out in this song. Oh, 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 oh. I don't want to fall in love. I don't want to fall in love. 'Cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. 1 second it's a blessing, and the next it's already gone. A broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson, and I'm pouring out in this song. You don't want to fall in love. You don't want to fall in love. You don't want to fall in love. Heard you moved out to South Carolina just like you always said we would. So, what I'm getting from this song is that this was somebody you had a relationship with at one time. And this person is now with somebody else because they had more money than you. And they really don't want to fall in love with you because you are a smoke ring wrapped around somebody's finger. In other words, you're non-committal. Like, you don't really commit to anybody. You just pretend like you're committing because you want what you can get out of the person. And once you've gotten everything you can get, you find somebody else because you're just never satisfied. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't mean to say you. I don't know why I'm saying you. Maybe somebody watching that means you, but for the rest of you, just reverse roles where you need to. But this does say that it's about your family and how they believe. This is, I think both of you, there's two people that believe this about you, at least. That you, when it comes to commitments, you focus on the passion and have hope. And it's like, there ain't much to that, is there? If all you're focused on is the passion when it comes to a commitment. That could even mean that you get angry very easily. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting reading for sure. Hello, Michael. How are you? Does your friend Josh know you dislike him? You dislike him? Let me find out. Does Michael's friend Josh know he dislikes him? Reconsider and ask your angels. Does Josh know Michael dislikes him? Peaceful resolution and ask your angels. Does Michael's friend Josh know he dislikes him? You're welcome. Ask your angels and the situation will improve. It doesn't look like you dislike him. It looks like to me that you're just angry with him. Does the friend know that Michael dislikes him? Yes, he knows. And he's not going to let go either. So yes, he knows. What's up, me is me? What did I tell you? I'm sorry, I don't remember. I told you that somebody was going to do something, but I can't remember what. If you're new here when I channel, I don't remember what I've told anybody. He wouldn't speak to you in chat, and he never has. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to hear that. So, yes, Michael, you're welcome. I'm sorry, me is me. You spoke to him and he never responded back to you. I'm glad you did tell me. Thank you. That it's always nice as a reader to get confirmation that I'm giving people sound guidance and that I'm not just, putting any old thing out there. I really don't like it. I don't like to think that I would do that, and if I ever do start doing that, I'm going to give it up. I'm going to quit. Throw in the towel. Yeah, I remember doing the reading for you very well, but I just don't remember the specifics of it is the only thing. But I remember doing a reading for you and telling you not so great news about a situation. And asking you to come back and let me know if I was right or not. But I am sorry to hear that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? I'm grateful to hear that. That means a lot to me. It really does. It means a lot to me. That I see it too because on average the videos are getting anywhere between 120 and 150 views now. the average. Some of them get more, some of them get less, but average, that's about what I have. And most people who click on one of my videos will actually watch to the end, which I didn't realize until recently. I had him pegged, huh? Oh, and you too? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't even try to peg you. If I did, I didn't realize that's what I was doing. But thank you so much. Thank you to all of you who are here and who are here often and who like and subscribe. I actually recently lost about 30 subscribers when I put out that video where I was saying, you know, I'm not going to charge for readings, that if somebody pays me, that it's got to go. Oh, okay, cool. It's got to go through YouTube, because that way I know that the money's coming to me and it's going straight to my bank account, and that nobody can finagle with the money, because I'm the only one who has access to that part of the channel. And it's not that I don't trust anybody. It's just that I have to protect you all. I have to. As a reader, it's my responsibility. There's enough people out there already taking advantage of people, and I'm not here for that. Spirit blesses me in my private life to the point where I don't have to charge for readings, and so I'm grateful to be able to take something that has been freely given to me and give it to you. Now, I do want the moderators to be able to be paid, and that's why I encourage people to send the money directly through Super Thanks and Super Chats if they are able, or if Spirit prompts them to. But I never ask for money for reading. So if anybody ever reaches out to you and says that Dreamy Dragonfly Tarot is asking you for money, you get in touch with me immediately, and you let me know how to get in touch with them, because I will report them to YouTube, because I do not ask for money. Okay? I want this to be available to everybody, whether they can afford to pay for it or not. If you want to subscribe and join my channel, you'll get extra content, because I have put it in there that if you join, you get extra content. But until we have an audience that's actually joined, then it'll remain and forever be just like it is right now. And I just am not comfortable charging for something that most people need most when they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So anyway, let's get back to the reading. Thank you so much, Me Is Me, for letting me know that I gave you good guidance. Alright, but yeah, I did lose quite a bit of subscribers that day, because maybe people misunderstood that I was trying to say something about the moderator, and I have not and will not ever say anything negative about any. You're welcome, Michael. I'm from North Carolina, USA. I would never and will never say anything negative about any of my moderators. I had one that showed their butt, and I had to get rid of them, but I gave them enough chance that they caused my channel a lot of damage before I got rid of them, and I still haven't said anything bad about them. So anyway, Spirit, how are you working in this South Carolina situation? You found you a new fella, is being said here. Somebody is lacking courage. Somebody's name could be Joshua. They have no humility. They're a coward. They have no oh wow. Oh, Spirit. So you're dealing with somebody who's a coward. They have no humility. They're full of themselves. They lack integrity, and they have to do what they're told, but they have gratitude. You know what a contradiction this is? You know what I think? This is what I'm getting out of this. That somebody is a coward. They have a lot of pride and they have no integrity, but they want you to be grateful and do what you're told. That's what I'm getting out of this. And they also have no faith and they lack wisdom even. This person sounds like a real piece of work, do they not? You're welcome. This person sounds like a piece of work. Oh, I'm going to say that's exactly what's going on here. We have somebody that's faithless, lacks wisdom, no courage, no humility, and no integrity, but they want you to do what you're told and be grateful to do it. Wow. Spirit, what we going to do with this person? I can already tell y'all broke up. Show me how this happened. Somebody was not being a supportive friend. And they weren't thinking. They were not using their thinking cap and supporting a friend. They weren't thinking and they weren't supporting a friend. It's your choice to overthink or to not think. It's like you're not going to think about this and it's your choice not to think about it. I don't blame you if you're dealing with this person. They're pretending and overthinking. So they actually are overthinking about it. They're just pretending like they're not. Somebody's hard to read and they regret pretending. They regret pretending and being hard to read. Interesting reading we're going to have here today, folks. All right, Spirit, show me how this happened. Somebody was being a player, but they weren't thinking. Most players aren't, are they? Alright, show me how this happened. This could just be one scenario. I don't know. Okay, there it is right there. There's a friend that you support, and you've moved on. You can't move on, but you have to move on. Even though you support this friend. I can't move on no matter how hard I try, but that came out in reverse. So you're either pretending like you can't move on or you truly can't move on. But I've been seeking my friend's advice about our relationship. So you've been having to get your friend's advice, or you might not be supporting. You are somehow supporting this friend because you can't move on. You're having to let a friend go is what it's saying. Why can't you move on, or why are you moving on from a supportive friend? It looks like this person, you're actually fighting it and taking it slow. So you haven't quite let them go yet. Why are you upset with this friend? What's going on in secret here? There's something going on. Somebody got their buttons pushed. Why were their buttons pushed? Because of eliminating somebody when they told you that they were going to eliminate somebody they were having a fling with. What's the truth? Either that or all their cards are coming out in reverse. Somebody was being supportive and now you can't move on. And they've been pushing your buttons because they said they were going to eliminate somebody they're having a fling with. What's being shown? That you have no escape. You want your freedom and you can't tell this person. Alright, what is going to happen next? It's like you're not able to enough is enough. I'm going to trust the plan. This was unintentional. And it's not your choice. What was unintentional? Oh, okay. That there was gossip about somebody who's been leading a double life and dating, and they're like, you first, I'm not moving, you know where to find me. Like they were living a double life and dating, but telling you, I'm not making the first move, but they're in a love triangle. And somebody here is incomparable, and that's why you can't move on. And I think it's this friend that supports. You can't move on from this friend that supports you. And you're fighting it and taking it slow because I think this person is incomparable. But secretly, you're buttons have been pushed and you're eliminating somebody that you're having flings with, and you can't get your freedom because you have no way of escape, but you can't tell this person that, because if you tell them that, then they're going to know that this gossip is true, that you were living a double life and dating somebody. I'm going to tell you how I feel right here and right now. Okay? You need to get honest with this person. You need to get honest with this person, because eventually what's going to happen is enough is enough. Trust the plan. This was intentional, not unintentional, intentional. You were dating and living a double life and being stubborn while you were having a love triangle. We got to look at the gossip now. Wow, you were doing that to somebody who was supporting you as a friend, or they were doing that to you. And what I see here is I see somebody who feels like you should do what you're told and have gratitude, even though this person has no courage, no humility, no integrity, and no faith. Sad. Sad. Spirit, what are we going to do with this person? Alright, talk to me, Spirit. How do we need to find out what's going on here? We got to look at the gossip, Spirit said. What's the gossip? We saw somebody was in a love triangle. What's the gossip? I don't know why I left enough is enough and trust the plan out. Somebody's always partying and they're a wolf in sheep's clothing. That explains it perfectly. Alright, show me what the gossip is. Somebody is wanting you back, but at the same time holding a grudge. Or maybe somebody's holding a grudge because somebody wants you back. Hello, Iceman. Wow, somebody wants you back and somebody's a grudge holder. And look, not only that, but a thief too? Sad, 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 sad. That's the gossip, is that somebody wants you back, and because of that, somebody's got a grudge. Why do they want you back? Because they're reflecting on your relationship, and I think they're realizing that you're not hooked, for one thing. Somebody here could be hooked on something. And that you were supportive. Wow. Oh. Alright, what else is going on here? This is not played out. So whatever happened here, it's not over yet. Child services on the bottom of the deck. Why do you say it's not over yet? Oh, that flew out. Because somebody is ignoring you, but they're being forced to ignore you. Somebody is forcing someone to ignore you. How dare they? This person has balls. And look, they do have drug habits. I can't make this up. They're hooked. They're hooked on bad habits. And forcing somebody to ignore you. How dare they force people to ignore you? This ain't over though, Spirit says. They're forcing this person to ignore you. And this person wants you back, and they're holding a grudge against this person, I think, that's forcing them to ignore you. What's going to be the outcome here? Somebody... I don't mean to laugh. Oh my God. Caught a case on the bottom of the deck. Be careful and use sexual protection and don't get in any legal trouble. Alright. Dodging bullets, bankrupt, and being a groupie all came out in reverse. And a lot of this person's cards have been coming out in reverse. So they're going to be dodging bullets, they're going to be bankrupt, and they're going to be a groupie. And if they're not careful, they're going to catch a case because they're an obsessive lover and a happiness hater. But you're going to be too busy winning and rejecting while this person's cock blocking. Golly. What is really going on, Spirit? I agree. Enough is enough. Trust the plan. I'm telling you right now that this person, whoever they're dealing with, it's not going to be much longer before that you get that message from them, and they're going to say, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I have not wanted to ignore you, but they were literally patrolling my phone to make sure that I wasn't talking to you. Alright, show me how this person feels about their friend, the one who is not letting them talk to, the one that's not being allowed to talk to you because of being forced not to. How does that person truly feel about this friend? They may be forcing themselves not to talk to you. They're getting karma because of all the memories. I don't doubt that a bit from what I've been seeing so far. They're wanting a second chance because of all the memories. So yeah, they might be forcing themselves not to talk to you. What a dumbass. One day, someday, another time, I'm going to get a second chance with you. They're going to come around. They're just forcing themselves not to talk to you because you've pissed them off. And it's because they need to grow up. They're a coward. They're full of themselves. They lack integrity. But they want you to do whatever they say and to be grateful, even though they don't even have any faith. I know I would. Alright, Spirit. Show me how this person truly feels about this friend that's supportive and they're forcing themselves not to talk to. They're realizing that they're conflicted. So they're getting to a place with you where they're realizing, hey, you know what? I'm conflicted here. Why are they conflicted? Because you've been so dang good to them. Why are they conflicted? Because they're realizing, I haven't been using my intuition and I owe this person an apology. Or they're not using their intuition and they feel like you owe them an apology. And in fact, I'm guessing that this person, just based on the characteristics that came out and how Spirit's working in their life, is that they probably are thinking that you owe them the apology. And they also think you're ugly. Why do they think you owe them an apology? That was determined to come out. Oh, that explains it all. It's divine masculine. And he's spying from a fake account. How does divine masculine feel about this person? Like they're not hurt. What's the truth? That this person is clinging to time. What do you mean clinging to time? What is time about? Somebody being nourishing, not having any third parties, and not having heart fog. So they're clinging to it being time to be nourishing, to stop having the third party influence, maybe the drugs and alcohol, to stop having the mixed signals, blocked emotions, and being up all the time by this third party, and to have some loyalty for a change. Please, for God's sake, divine masculine, come on, baby. Get it together. Why are you really angry? What did this person do to you to make you so angry at them? What did they do? Spirit, show me what happened here. Show me what happened. How are you working here? And show me what happened. The universe is working because somebody was using good, sound judgment. They were seeing the truth. Alright, what's the energy to overcome? Seeing this from a different perspective. Hey, Kailash! And what's going to pull it together? Whoa! Look, right now, they're in hermit mode and they're thinking about what happened here. Whatever happened here. They're thinking about it and they're in hermit mode, like soul searching and manifesting while they're in soul search because of a very, very strong desire for somebody or something. There is a Libra, a Pisces, a Virgo, a Capricorn, and a Gemini involved in this. Alright, talk to me, Spirit. What is this Judgment card about? Somebody got left out in the cold because of some communication or fast forward movement that happened. It looks like somebody decided that they are just not going to talk to you, and they're forcing themselves not to because of some communication that came in real fast. Communication came in, and I'm not your friend anymore. This person is so fucking childish. Unless they are a child, they need to grow up. And you're not supposed to be able to see my content if you're a child. So if so, you're not childish enough that you don't know how to get on YouTube with fake information. So this has caused somebody to really not know what to do because of this communication. And it happened, it looks like recently, but in the past recent. And it was a lot of it too. They probably sent you a paragraph or several text messages. Yeah, it was it looks like maybe from a feminine or to a feminine Queen of Cups. It could have been a Pisces. Alright, what are you seeing the truth about? What are they seeing the truth about, Spirit? Somebody saw the truth about something. That they didn't have any choice. The Lovers is here. There's a Gemini vibe to this. This is major stuff. So there was a major situation that you had to make a decision about, and you didn't see any way to make the decision. And so there's a King of Swords here. There's a Gemini here. And this person's like intellectualizing, setting boundaries, thinking in their head, trying not to, but being probably a bit of an asshole. Why is the Hangman here? Because of judgment. You're seeing this person's judgment. What you need to overcome is to see this person, what they said to you. You need to see it from a different perspective. You need to see that this was them using good judgment. Alright, clarify the judgment. This was their wish fulfillment. What they wanted here was wish fulfillment. That's what they wanted up here, and they realized, I'm not ever going to get wish fulfillment. I'm never going to get wish fulfillment here. You're never going to give it to me. And this hurts. This breaks my freaking heart. Alright, why is the Hermit here? Because somebody's in hermit mode, feeling like, I need to rush in and just beat their ass, or do something. Clarify the Sagittarius Knight of Wands. Yeah. They have been left out in the cold, and they want to rush in and probably fight you. What's the Magician? This person wants to go at it with you. The Magician is a Gemini. It's a person. So this is a Gemini that wants to come in and beat your ass. They probably have a Sagittarius placement. But what they really want is a relationship with you. But instead, they're angry because you told them, I see you're never going to give me wish fulfillment. I want wish fulfillment, damn it. And you're not seeing it from my perspective. I see you're never going to choose me. Alright, why is the devil... Oh, why is the devil on the bottom? Because this is over. Whatever's going on here is going to end. Clarify how it's going to end. You deciding that you don't know what to do and you're not going to be friends with this person. I'm not going to be friends with you. I don't know how to be friends with you. I'm in denial about being friends with you. Alright, what's the denial they're in? They're looking for an opportunity. What are they looking for an opportunity for? Use your intuition when it comes to showing somebody love. So they're looking for an opportunity to show love. And they're in denial when it comes to this friend. It's like, I'm in denial that I love you. I have a strong desire to show love to you, but I don't know how. And because of all that movement that happened, all that paragraph that got sent, or those, you know, few words that got sent, or whatever got sent. Yes, baby, all is well. Thank you for being here, Kailash. Somebody sent you a message or something, and they said, whatever it is that they said, and basically it was, I know you're never going to choose me. I'm not your choice. Why didn't they want to choose you? Oh. There's a wheel. Clarify the wheel. There's major shit. This is major, major shit that's happening in this person's life. And they're getting more shit from this person that's supposed to be their friend. Look, it's causing them an enormous amount of unhappiness, whatever happened with this wheel. Clarify the wheel. Somebody would not take a risk. Somebody was like, I'm not taking a risk here. Why did they feel like it was a risk? Because they just did not want to take your love. They thought it was a risk and that maybe you wouldn't take theirs. What's the truth about the love being taken? There's a Queen of Wands here. So she might be the one that won't take your love. This could be an Aries. Why is the Queen of Wands here? It could be a Leo or an Aries. Because it's a Leo. It's a Leo. It's a strength. It's a Leo. This is a Leo who won't take your love, and they were not willing to take a risk. If they were to choose you, this Leo would have said, fuck you. And they knew that. Look, and you're like, I got to figure out how to get this 10 Pentacles. Whichever one of these can give me that first, that's the one I'm going to go with. Yeah, Cosmo's been eating the cards. Damn. So you're choosing between people based on who can give you the most money, is what I see here. It really don't have to do with love. So what's going to be the outcome here of this? There is an Aries here, but there's a Leo who wouldn't take your love. If you, the wheel was that this Leo was like, I am not taking a risk. I'm not taking this person's love because I know better. Alright. How does this Gemini feel about this Leo? They feel like this person needs to rest and recuperate. Alright. What does that have to do with them? That's where the fear comes in. It has to do with them getting rest and recuperation. They're afraid. Maybe they have to be there for this person when they need rest and recuperation. And they're terrified that if they take a risk, that you're not going to take their love. If they take a risk on loving this other person. It's like you can't love two people at once. Even if it's a friend. Have you ever had a friend that couldn't have more than one friend at one time? That's what I see here. And this isn't going to change. What's it going to take for it to change, Spirit? Somebody's got to stop being mad. Somebody's mad. And you have to let go of your anger. Will they? What are they likely to do with this Ace of Wands? Somebody here is an Empress. And they're like, I'm not getting involved in this. I'm going to let go of my anger. I'm going to reevaluate this. And what happens when you reevaluate this? I'm going to be mature about this. I'm not going to have a higher level commitment. I'm not going to sign a contract with you or anything. Why are they not going to sign a contract? Because they feel like there's no hope for this to work. Because you're never going to stop being defensive. And that you'll betray them. Damn. Is that true, Spirit? Will they betray them? You're going to look at it again. You're going to reevaluate it again. But there's that devil. There's the end of the there's the end of the waiting. There's the end of the reading. That's the end of the reading, is with you reevaluating this again. Oh, Spirit, what a cliffhanger. What a cliffhanger. I'm going to tell you what I think, though. I think that this Empress is right. I think that they're dealing with somebody who will indeed stab you in the back again. And they're only really in this for the money. They're insecure. Okay, let's go back to the original cards. Let's go back to the original card. Let's reevaluate this. In the original cards, this is what we want to know. Really what we want to know about this person. I'm missing Enough is enough. There was one more card besides enough is enough. But Spirit says enough is enough is enough. Okay? No shit, Spirit. Okay. This person is no courage, no humility, no integrity, but they want you to be obedient and be grateful for them. And they also don't even have faith. Let's go back to that. Cards fell out. Let's see what. Oh, you're gonna work. Hold the phone. Holy fucking shit! Look, this person is gonna work on becoming an emperor. Thank you, Spirit. Or they're gonna work for one. Lord have mercy. I did not see that coming. Spirit said, enough is enough of this. Put this shit behind you and stop acting stupid. I'm going to tell you just like it is. You can go to another channel if you don't want to hear the truth. Because you're not going to get anything but the truth out of me. And somebody here is very, very immature. And enough is enough of the immaturity. But it looks like they're working either with an emperor or they're going to work for one. Maybe then people will listen to you and have gratitude when you become one. Maybe you're going to work on becoming one. And that's okay. You know, we all have shadow work to do. Let's see what yours is. What's the shadow work here for this person that was lacking courage, integrity, faith? I mean, all they really had was a huge ass ego and wanted you to be grateful and do what they said. All right, show me their shadow work. They need to stop being power hungry and also stop being dependent. This person is dependent on others to get their ego stroked. They're power hungry and dependent. All their cards are coming out in reverse. And very insecure. Very insecure. And didn't I say that off the bat? That this person had a lot of insecurities? Grow up. Work on growing into this emperor. Work on growing up, okay? And get rid of those bad habits. You're drinking or drugging or both. You can't make anything out of a life when you have those kind of bad habits. Come on. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I love you. You are giving yourself one. Let's go back to the original. Family, believe. A commitment, focus, passion, and hope. The only way there's going to be hope for this family and this commitment is if you stop focusing on your pissed offness and have a lot more faith. Believe when people tell you something, that they're being honest with you and they're not just telling you something because they pulled it out of their asshole. Because something was said by somebody that pissed you off, and you've been pissed off ever since. You need freedom because you need abundance. Remember, you were dependent on people also. Simplicity and no freedom. There's just simply no freedom here. This person is in a prison of their own making. This has been the interesting. Somebody needs to take a risk so they can have their freedom. This has been the most interesting reading I have ever had. Alright, Spirit, show me how you're working here. How are you working? This person is not in flow and they need to relax. You need to chill. And you also need to love. Show me the energy of the person that they're dealing with. This person is deep. The person you're dealing with is deep. They're complex, aware, and important. This person has depth. and they don't have influences. They're not on drugs and alcohol. They don't have third parties. And they're deep. What else can you show us about this person? It's your friend, and somebody pretends like they don't have heart fog. Somebody here sends mixed signals, and they pretend like they don't. And if there's one thing I know, is when people send mixed signals, usually they think they don't, but this person pretends like they don't, which means they know they do. And they're your friend. Maybe they pretend to be your friend and like they don't send mixed signals. They might not even be your friend. You do have good memories together. How do they feel about you? Like you're not one to run wild, okay? What else? You're running, okay? They feel like you aren't going to take a risk, but you're running. There's no possibility for this because of you running and being conflicted. And we saw that in the original reading. And they're tired of this. Exhausted. Or they're just exhausted. What's going to be the outcome here? Somebody is going to have repeated lessons of past life and karmic lessons until they let go of this third party influence. Until you let go of this, you're going to keep having the same lessons over and over and over and over and over. And you're not afraid either. I'd be shitting my pants. What do you mean they're not afraid? They think that you have so much unconditional love that you'll just keep coming back for more. That you have no boundaries. What's the truth? That you're not shallow at all? Not at all. You're deep. Complex. And one day, someday, maybe, but another time. So you might give this person another chance, but not right now. Not until they work on growing up and stop being an asshole, which is what they're being. Oh, I don't think there's going to be much more to this reading, honestly, because this person's not ready to hear it. I'm feeling very strongly. Show me how they cannot or we cannot F ourselves. You need to realize that you were born to stand out. You don't fit in. Stand in your power and be proud of your individuality. What else? Avoid toxic people, which would definitely include this fool. And receive a gift. Somebody's going either to give you a gift or you have a spiritual gift. You were born to stand out, and because of that, you need to avoid toxic people and receive a gift. And meditate, Spirit says. Meditate more, okay? I'm fixing to get some new cards that are going to take this channel to a whole nother level. I've ordered some Esther Hicks Law of Attraction cards and a couple other decks. One of the decks is going to give you like very specific life purposes, like baker, chef, or cab driver, or accountant, or whatever. You know, they're going to be real specific. And I also ordered another timing deck that's going to give us months, years, all kinds of fun stuff. I got a lot of stuff coming, some new stuff coming. That's right. Don't ever think that because somebody's kind that they're weak. Because kindness is not weakness. Kindness is one of the greatest strengths a person can ever have. Especially if they don't allow people to take advantage of it. Sometimes when people don't have good boundaries, they take it to mean that you're being... If you set a boundary with somebody and they don't have boundaries, they'll take it to mean that you somehow are the one with the problem because they're not used to people setting boundaries with them. But this person is soul searching, and it looks like they are going to come around, but right now they're forcing themselves not to speak to you because they're immature as hell. And they're working on becoming an emperor, but I can tell you now, they got a little ways to go. 8 is significant here, and so is 4. So 8 and 4 is significant. Alright, show me what you want to show me out of here, Spirit. These cards tried to jump out of my hand. Oh, baby. Spirit just wants you to know there's going to be prosperity. And see, that's what this person was more concerned about, was the money. And there will be an end to your grieving. So somehow you're grieving. That's right. Doing shadow work is not for the faint of heart. Anything else? Look, again, financial health. It's like Spirit is saying to this person, you're going to have prosperity. You're going to have financial health. Just trust me. Just trust me. Oh. I don't know what happened here, and I'm sorry that it happened. Because it looks like you were a very good friend to this person, and you cared a lot about them, and now they're forcing themselves not to talk to you. When might you finally start talking to each other again, if ever? At Night came out in reverse in less than a month. And the month of May is somehow significant. Is on this here also. What else can you say besides at night? In the morning, you're wasting your time. Not at night. In the morning, you're wasting your time. In less than a month. Spirit is something, y'all. Oh, wow. So you're going to hear from this person in the morning. You're wasting your time. It won't be at night. In less than a month. So anytime between now and a month, you're going to hear from this person in the morning, not at night, okay? So you can go to bed. You're not going to hear from them. You don't have to stay up all night waiting to hear from this person, okay? It's going to be in the morning, Spirit says. All right, let me get some guidance here, and then we're going to close this part of the reading, and we'll do Q&A. This has been one of the fastest readings I've ever done, and the funniest, one of the funniest for sure. I'm not laughing at this person. I'm just laughing at Spirit, because Spirit can be hilarious sometimes. What guidance do you have here, Spirit? There we go. The Dragon's Duel. It sounded like a duel, didn't it? Inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. The Ice Queen in reverse. Oh my God, Spirit. So, let's see what Spirit's saying here. Number 23 and number 28. Golly, Spirit, you're a mess. Ally and Challenger. The Dragon's Duel. I'm sorry. Is both ally and challenger. The Dragon's Duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. It's both ally and challenger at once, as it represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although You may be going one way, another may be calling you to change directions. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? If it's not the one that serves the highest of your intentions, deliberately feed the other, and the duel will be won in your favor. And the Ice Queen in reverse, number 28. When the Ice Queen comes to challenge you, she asks you to look at the illusion of ownership. Do you believe you truly own anything in this world? For example, do any of us really own land? Do we own ideas? Or is it that we have simply laid claim to something we believe we're entitled to? Even inspiration is borrowed from spirit and shared by all in the field of divine consciousness that permeates everything. Others have thought of even your most ingenious ideas somewhere else in time. And so what? Life incarnate is short. When you transition, you take nothing with you from this material world. The Ice Queen calls upon you to release your hold on your relationships, your belongings, your home, and all aspects of your life. Let life flow as it will. And I'm going to tell you right now that the more you have, the harder it is to do this. The less you have, not so hard, because you don't have a lot to give up. But the more abundance you have, the harder it is to do this. Everything is impermanent. Once you recognize that, everything is seen as the living miracle that it really is. And you won't be frozen into self-induced limitations. It's time to let go of ownership in general and be grateful for and enjoy what you've been gifted with. So you have a lot to be grateful for. But right now, you have to realize that none of this is yours. It all belongs to spirit. When you were born into this world, you were born naked. You didn't have any fancy shoes on your feet. You didn't even have socks. Hell, you didn't even have a belly button yet. You were connected to your mom. That was your life force. That's what kept you alive inside of her. Some of us didn't even have hair, and we damn sure didn't have any teeth. Most of us. I think there have been a few children born with a tooth here or there. I'm not sure what that's about, but nothing that we have in this world is truly ours. That's an illusion. This land, the only reason why I call it mine is because I have to pay the freaking taxes on it. I have to make the payments. But when it comes right down to it, think about it. Before there were taxes and before there were people to decide who owned what and how to draw property lines, all of this belonged to the Creator. And so it's really not ours. It's been entrusted to our possession while we're here. But one day it won't even be in your family anymore. It'll belong to somebody else's family because everybody that ever knew you is going to be dead. And you can't take any of it with you. So if you're allowing things like possessions to stand between you and a family member who's supposed to be one of your best friends, this could be a family member who was a friend of yours for many years, and you allowed this possession or whatever it is that you felt like was owed to you to come between the two of you. And they set a boundary with you, it looked like, that needed to be set. And you got pissed off. Alright, what would their best friend say, Spirit? Y'all can go ahead and get the questions ready. Focus on what makes you feel like yourself, and don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. And see, that's what I see somebody doing here, is they are angry, and so they're deciding, I'm never going to speak to you again. I hate you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And really, they are probably just as much at fault, if not more, than the person they're mad at. And in fact, I think more. I think the person who's angry here lacks integrity. They lack courage. They're terrified. What else was it? I don't even remember. They have a lot of pride. They're full of shit. But they want you to do what they say and be grateful for being able to do it. And they have no faith whatsoever in you. Or maybe in spirit. I don't know. Alright, y'all. Oh, that place where Cosmo bit me just peeled back when I hit it. Oh. One day this bird is going to be whole again and he's going to stop tearing me up. A lot of it, though, is not from him biting me. It's just from him stepping on me. And I need to get me some of those gloves that cover your hands but not the tips of your fingers. And I need to start wearing long sleeve shirts when he's around me, because he'll fly across the room and land on me. And he doesn't mean to hurt me, but he lands on me hard. He's not trying to hurt me. He's always terrified of me. He hurts me because he's scared. And he doesn't know how to act. Last night he bit me because I had to leave him, because I had to go straight to Miss Mary's to see a client this morning. And when I do that, all I can think about is Cosmo the whole time I'm there. I couldn't even sleep last night about that bird. And I knew he was fine, but I just love him so much. And I don't want him to feel abandoned because I love him so much. And no matter how much he bites me or eats my arms up, I'm never going to stop loving him, because I know he's wounded. I need to protect myself from him hurting me. I can't expect him, he's a bird, to not hurt me. He's a bird. He has sharp claws. Alright, you guys, get the questions. You and Cheryl figure it out, okay? Y'all do whatever you want to do, and I'll be back to answer as many as you need me to answer. I'm not doing anything else today. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go see how Cosmo's doing. You heard me talking about you. I know you did. If you did hear me talking about you, you're a pretty boy. You know I love you. You gonna dance for me? You gonna dance for me? Dance, baby, dance. I got a headache now from not eating anything. You think you something to eat, baby? You think you something to eat? Yeah. I love you. I love you, my darling. I promise I'll never leave you. I promise I'll never leave you. Yeah. You're my sweet boy. Yeah. You are. You're so precious. I see you looking at Mama. I see you looking at Mama. You know I love you, baby. Yes, you know I love you. Yeah, just stay back. anniversary, my birthday, everything. Kailash, if you do the questions, use those little YouTube boxes. I love that. I can see the names better. I love you, Cosmo. I love you, Cosmo. You my baby. You my baby. I love Otto too, even though he's jealous as hell of you right now. He just thinks you're going to take his mommy away, but you ain't got to worry. I ain't going nowhere. I love both of my boys. Yes, I do love my boys. I love both of my boys. You are such a sweet, pretty boy. And you are going to love it when I start working from home on Monday. You're going to love it. Mama will be here all the time with you. I'll be back in about 2 minutes, y'all. I gotta use the ladies' room. We'll finish the video, okay? Be back in a minute. You know what time it is. You know when I leave and you know when I stay. You're a smart bird. You're a smart bird. All right, y'all, I'm back. Thank you for letting me have a break. All right, we got any? Erica, baby, you're up. What's up, Erica? Are you still here? What's up? What's coming for you in 2025? Alright. We'll put the Emperor back in and the work card just in case one of those two are on the agenda. Oh, today, hopefully that doesn't come out for you though, right? You're welcome, sweetheart. Alright, I'm going to look at the tarot and see what's coming for you as far as major stuff. What's coming for Erica's spirit in the next year of 2025? Over the next year, what's coming for Erica? May I see, please? In tarot, how are you going to be working in her life? We might get a oh, Erica. Spirit says you're going to be manifesting. And you're soul searching about an empress, but it's in reverse. So I'm not sure why. We'll find out though. And the reason, let me tell you also, these cards have been on fire. They've been wet. And they ended up getting wet because I had a friend stay over at my house one night. And her dad was high up in like Wiccan beliefs, and he did major witchcraft, but he did witchcraft against people's will. Like he was a grand master or something, I guess is what they call him. And the night she spent the night with me, I woke up in the middle of the night and I stepped off the bed to go to the bathroom. And there was a bubble of water that thick in the floor. It was so thick that when I stepped in it, it was about halfway up my sock, and I had on ankle socks. And I went to the bathroom and I used the bathroom and I got my mop bucket and I had one of those mops that you could wring out. And I started getting the stuff up that I needed to get up. The water. I realized that it was in like a dome shape of a bubble, but it wasn't coming from anywhere. It was like somehow a bubble of dome of water had gotten on the floor beside my bed. So she heard me, and she kept, that night before we went to bed, the lights kept flickering off and on. The lamp that she was sitting beside on the couch kept going off and on. A lot of weird stuff that happened that night. And she came in there and she said, "What's going on?" I said, "I don't know. I've never seen anything like what I just saw. There was a bubble of water on the floor." She said, "It's been my dad this whole time." I said, "I kind of tend to think that too, but I don't know." Well, the next morning when I went to my table to do my reading, I had this deck on one side and this red deck on the other side. And there was nothing on the whole entire table that was wet. But this deck and this deck of cards, both decks were wet. This deck has amazingly almost completely repaired itself. This Empress and this Hermit, the reason I'm telling you this story is because these two cards were stuck together. And when I took them apart, she tore the soul out of the Hermit so he could no longer soul search. See? So the fact that they came out together is somehow significant, and I'm not sure how with you. But Spirit is saying that you're going to be manifesting. Spirit's going to help you to manifest. But you have to stop doing whatever this soul searching is that you're doing. Okay? Alright. What's the energy to overcome this coming year? You do a lot. You do a lot of hermit mode. It's like you get like lost in yourself. And you have to stop doing that, Spirit's saying. Maybe you isolate. The energy to get over is a very... This is why I'm telling you the story I'm telling you. You're dealing with a man that does this. This is a very toxic man who is very spiritual, but in a negative way. What's going to pull it together? You being unhappy and not seeing things from this person's perspective. Oh, wait. You're going to have unconditional love, but you're not going to be happy and you're not going to see things from this person's perspective. And you're not going to take a risk when it comes to this person either. I don't know if you've met this person yet, but Erica, I want you to be very careful next year and be careful of meeting this very spiritual person, but they are involved in some very intense magic that may be very dangerous. You may not have met this person yet. But that's the energy that's going to be for you to overcome next year, is a very spiritual, masculine energy. It could be a woman, but because I'm doing a private reading for you, I'm going to say this is going to be a man who's going to be spiritual and going to come across as very spiritual, but be very toxic. And you're going to have unconditional love for this person. But you need to know not to see things from their perspective, because their perspective is going to be toxic and it's not going to be right. And do not take a risk. No choice. Weakness. And their high priestess using good judgment. So you're gonna realize that this person is not where it's at. But you're going to meet somebody next year that's going to be into dark magic. That's what I'm going to predict. And this person, we're going to see what they look like from the tarot. I'm going to look at that first, in fact, because this is a very interesting spread that we have here. Oh, you're going to have a new opportunity, but look, toxicity. So this could be even somebody that you work for. You may not even know that this person participates in this kind of stuff. Show me what's going on here, Spirit. Why is the Magician here? You're manifesting something, but you've got to stop isolating and being... Look, toxicity and nightmare energy, Erica. You need to be... Spirit's warning you about somebody. They may have a Capricorn, and they could have an Ophiuchus, and also a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placement. Show me why the Magician. And see, there's a reason why I chose this deck and why that story came out. And I didn't know it until I saw these cards. Why is the Magician here? Oh, that flew out. Yeah. You're manifesting somebody who is a Knight of Cups. Maybe somebody that you can show love to, or somebody that wants to show you love. Why is the Empress in reverse? It's because you're not having any relationships. You're inside of yourself, isolating, and that's why you're not having any relationships. Why is the Hermit here? You're trying to manifest a relationship, but not putting yourself out there to have one. Because I think this kind of irritates you. Maybe it irritates you that you do this to yourself. Why is the Devil here in reverse? Oh... This is an Empress vibe who could be very angry. This could be somebody you get angry with. Why? This could be a toxic person that you get angry with. Why is the High Priest in reverse? Yeah, this is somebody that you're going to end up fighting. Yeah, you need to watch this person. Why do they need to be careful of this person? Look, I can't make this shit up. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Do not let them deceive you. This person is going to be very charming. Have you ever heard anybody... Look, they could also have an air placement. This person is going to be very charming. Handsome. But they're not going to have your best interest at heart. Clarify the Knight of Cups. This is you using good judgment. What you're manifesting is to use good judgment when it comes to somebody to show love to or somebody to show you love. Major arcanas are clarifying this Knight of Cups. Show me what good judgment looks like. Not seeing it from that person's perspective. There's going to be a man who tries to come into your life to deceive you, and they're into dark magic, and you're not going to probably recognize it at first. You're going to think that this person is so spiritual and so unconditionally loving. Why is Charity here? It's like, because this is you're going to have no choice. You're going to know that you don't have any choice but to love this person, but why are you unhappy? Because of having a lot of confusion. This person is going to bring with them a lot of confusion and illusion that you have to see through. And why is the Hanged Man? The Hanged Man is here like clarifying the Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? Because look, you're going to be in denial about this. You're going to think, I should see this from their perspective. I really should. Why am I unhappy, though? Why don't I feel happy with this person? I don't understand. You're going to get confused. Why is the Fool on the bottom of the deck? Because if you take that risk, you're going to have instability. This person's probably going to try and clarify the Four of Pentacles. Don't get in a relationship with this person. This person is going to try to control you. Clarify the Hierophant in reverse. Look, there comes a Tower. What's the Tower? Look, the Devil. Erica. Yeah. Clarify the Devil. This is you reevaluating this. Because, see, you're going to think that this person just really has a desire for you. What's going to happen when they reevaluate this? This Page of Cups came out sideways. Why is the Page of Cups sideways? Because of some communication that you're going to get. And I just lost a card. This person's going to be sneaky as hell. I know I saw a card fly over here. Hold on a minute. I do not see that other card. Oh, Erica. Okay, there it is. There it is. We just got to the end of your reading. Look, this person is going to be sneaky as hell. There's the Fool upright, but at the bottom of your deck, of your major ways Spirit is working, is not to do this. And when you reevaluate it, you're going to think you should do it anyway. You're going to be convinced that you're wrong about this person. In fact, you might not even see it. Like, you might need to stick around and get readings throughout the year just to see when this starts to happen. Because you're going to miss this if you're not careful. And you're going to romanticize the hell out of it. And I think I can tell you why. But I'm going to confirm that. But I think because you haven't had a relationship and you do stay isolated, that when somebody comes along and they finally show you some attention and affection, and it's real seductive, you're not going to recognize it as seduction. This person is tricky as hell. I wouldn't want to come up against this person. And I did not tell you that whole story about that grandmaster in witchcraft for no reason. How can we recognize this person's spirit? What are some practical ways throughout the year that she cannot F herself? May I see, please? Somebody's home needs some TLC. What else? You need to do a social media detox. No posting, no liking, just living. Don't let it take over your life. Alright, what else? And don't have an obsession. Maybe with work or focusing too much on one thing, and don't open up. So you could meet this person on the internet. Be careful on the internet. And you also need to be careful about having people in your home to work. Meeting this person by having like work done on your house, and this person comes to your house to do some kind of repair, and y'all meet that way. Don't get obsessed with people you meet on the internet or people who come to your house to do repairs. It also is saying on here that you need to either redecorate, clean, or sage your house. Don't open up. Be careful who you open yourself up to, especially in these areas. Anything else? Kindness. Be guided by your heart. Let go of logic and rationality. Be careful of this. You need to be careful of being too kind to people and letting go of your rationality. You need to have rationality. Do you see how sneaky that could have been right then? That's how this person's going to be. And give less fucks. The less fucks you give, the better off you're going to be. Wow. This has been one of the most powerful readings I think I've ever seen. I'm going to try to get some timing here. When might she meet this person? Look, a card tried to stay in the box. Not at night, Spirit says. Not at night. When might Erica meet this person, Spirit? May, and you're not wasting your time. So you won't be wasting time, and it might be in May. I'm going to shuffle one more time, and then I'm going to... It's not the right time, May, so you're not going to meet him in May. When might she meet this person that she needs to be careful of, Spirit? In a few months. Oh, wait a minute. Not on a holiday. In a few weeks. And not faster than you think. Okay. So, you're going to meet somebody over the holiday in the next few weeks, and you're going to suspect that it's this person, but it's not going to be them. It's going to be a few months and not faster than you think. So you might think you're going to meet them faster than you actually do. It could actually be in December. I don't know if that means like you're going to meet them next December. It could be the end of next year before you meet this person. But you're going to meet them, and you're not going to recognize how cunning, baffling, and powerful this person is. Can I get some guidance for Erica for the next year, 2025? Girl, you really need to be careful of this person. Dreamwalker, dreams, the collective, and good illusions. And sacred union, partnership, and romance. So you, I don't know, we're going to wait and see. This person could even come like as a false flame. Number 8, page 8. I've never had a reading like this in my life. Ever. Warning somebody this strongly. When the dream walker is your ally, dreams really can and do come true. Still, there are two kinds, those of the small and those of the divine spirit. Those of the divine, spirit has a dream for you that is yours alone, and all you need to do is ask and it will unfold like magic. And see, that's what you're going to be doing. Okay? You also play an important and unique part in the divine dreaming of the world. When you ask, is it the dream for me that serves the greater dream? The most beautiful vision for your life serves the highest good for others too. Just the act of asking will immediately provide the answer. The dream walker is beside you to help you move effortlessly through the illusions, observing the truth, and celebrating the waking dream of your life that results. The Spirit's saying, I'm going to be with you through this. Don't be afraid. I'm going to be with you. And you're going to have a sacred union. But I think you're also going to be tempted by somebody who is possibly a very dark person. Number 27. The sacred union is all about beautiful, true partnership. It shows you that Spirit is listening and is always by your side, helping you co-create your greatest desires and manifest your destiny. When you receive this ally, know that you're never alone on your path. Partnership with the divine is yours whenever you need help. The sacred union also represents the coming together of all kinds of harmonious alliances, friendship, family, business, and of course, romance. No matter what the form, this message pertains to the value of partnership and reminds you to observe the gifts bestowed upon you by this sacred union. This is a very positive omen. So I think Spirit is just letting you know that you're going to have a lot of good relationships also next year, but you're just being warned about this one. And it's because this person is so cunning. They're so sneaky. And Spirit doesn't want you to get deceived by this person. So you just don't look at everybody you meet and go, is this them? First of all, it's going to be a man. And second of all, it looks like it's going to be at the end of next year to me. But this is going to be somebody that you're going to love unconditionally and who is into some dark magic. They very well could have an Aries, a Capricorn, a Pisces placement. Those for sure. Definitely could have a Capricorn placement. Definitely Aries. Definitely Pisces. Unless those are your placements. Wow. That was the wildest reading ever. Anytime I tell a story like that at the beginning of a reading, because that's not like me. Anybody who's watched me for any length of time knows that I don't usually take up private reading time to tell stories about myself. And then when I do it, it almost always comes out as part of that person's reading. And so I was not telling you that story by accident. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome to come back and ask me questions as often as you need to. Because first of all, everybody that's drawn to this channel is very gifted spiritually. And so I have no doubt that you will see through this person. But at first, you might question yourself. I think that's going to be the biggest thing, is you're going to question yourself. How could somebody like him be really not, a great person? Like, this person might have, it brings to mind a movie that I saw not too long ago. I saw a movie not too long ago, and it was called wow, what was the name of it? A guy was a chef, and he went to go visit a buddy of his in like Peru or somewhere like that. And his buddy was a chef also. And they met at this mansion in Peru or somewhere. I can't remember for sure. It was one of those, it wasn't Peru because it was a tropical island. But anyway, they met at this island. And it was a huge mansion. And he kept saying, like, man, why don't you get me a job with these people? Like, this has got to be the best paying gig ever for a chef and blah, blah, blah. And the guy was, like, downplaying the job like it wasn't as great as you think. And he was like, you know, these people pay me well for a reason. But he never would really say what that reason was. And one day, the guy came home and found his friend who was making like $250,000 or $450,000, I don't even know, per meal. Like for just cooking one meal, he was making like $400 and something thousand. He found him. He had hung himself and didn't say why. He didn't leave a note or anything like that. But he had been on his laptop when he had his laptop open and his bank account was logged into, and saw that the guy had over $1 million in his bank account. So he knew that this guy had money. Well, instead of calling the authorities and reporting it, he put his friend's body, tied a cement block to his ankle, and put him at the bottom of this pond, and assumed his personality, not his personality, but his, he pretended to be him. And so when the employer showed up, his job, he had already talked to the guy and knew what he had to do. He had to have the meat picked out, and he had to have the vegetables picked out. Well, when the employer got there, the employer was like, I'm right here, baby. The employer was like, have you picked out the meat, and have you got the vegetables and fruits and stuff for the meal? And he said, not yet, but I'm working on it, because the guy had literally like just committed suicide. And they were like, well, you need to chop, get to it. And he was like, I'm going to go tomorrow. And she was like, well, so-and-so, the man needs to go with you, because you're going to need probably some help to do it this quick. You know, you usually have this done before we get there. Long story short, the meat that they were picking out was humans. These people were billionaires, multi-million and billionaires, who would pay to have a human slaughtered and cooked professionally by a chef and fed to them. And they were part of some strange cult. And that's what they did, is they ate humans. And the man didn't realize what he was getting himself into until after he was so deep into it that there was no way out. The only way out was for him to be the next main course. So that's the reason what this reminded me of. So just be real careful when you meet men who are too good to be true, because they are going to be. And there is no telling, because this person showed up as very toxic. Maybe not quite that toxic. Yeah, it was a crazy movie. I think I saw it on Netflix, and I think it was called The Choice. I think it was called The Choice, but I can't remember. Yeah, I got your question, Cheryl. I'm sorry. Cheryl's question is, what does Tristan think I don't know about him? Shall we go for the tea, Cheryl? You're welcome, Erica. Cheryl, shall we go for the tea? Or do you want to use the tarot? I hope he's not a cannibal. You want to go for the tea, Cheryl? Okay. Oh, God. Alright, what does Tristan think Cheryl doesn't know about him? That he made a dirty offer and he's been dodging bullets. Ooh. Tristan doesn't want you to know what he thinks you don't know about him. That he's always partying and dodging bullets. You know he was always partying? May we see, please? That he's fishing for comments and dodging bullets. What does Tristan think Cheryl doesn't know about him? May I see, please? He doesn't think you know that he's a stalker and that he made a dirty offer. He doesn't think you know anything about him. And that you've been ignoring him. Or he's been ignoring you. Is there anything else he thinks she doesn't know? That he's reflecting that somebody's a grudge holder and that they're not a cyberbully. Somebody's reflecting on a grudge holder, or somebody's reflecting somebody's a grudge holder, and he thinks that you don't know he's a cyberbully. Or he thinks you don't think he's a cyberbully. Like, he thinks that you're convinced he's not a cyberbully. And maybe that you guys are, like, good, you have good vibes, that he's into you or you're into him. He maybe thinks you don't know he's into you. But he's a stalker and made a dirty offer. And he may be reflecting on how you're holding a grudge. He might think you don't know that. That he's thinking about how you have a grudge against him because of being a cyberbully. Maybe in the past, or that he ever has been a cyberbully. I mean, basically, there's not anything that you don't know about him. He thinks you don't know anything about him, but you knew all of that already. Anything else? I have a question. Oh, okay. Alright. You're actively seeking a new job opportunity. When can you expect to find success in your job search? So that's kind of a timing question. When can Kailash expect to get success in his job search for the job he's currently seeking? I got September, Kailash. I also got April. So maybe sometime between April and September. Can you give me anything more clear than September? The next full moon. So something's going to happen for you during the next full moon. And you're going to find a new job, it looks like, in September. Or October is also here. Let's see what's going to happen at the next full moon. What's going on at the next full moon for Kailash Spirit? You're going to be motivating and not settling. And not a workaholic. Is it hard to find a job where you live, Kailash? Is there anything Kailash can do to speed this up? Somehow help her. Don't be a helper. I'm sure you had good reason if you resigned, Kailash. Don't be a helper. So if you're not a helper, look, you're going to leave a legacy. If he's not a helper, what I'm assuming you know what that means. How soon can he get a new position? This winter. Maybe as soon as tomorrow, Kailash. Wow. So there's somebody that you're helping, and if you weren't helping that person, you could get a job this winter, maybe tomorrow. If it's me and you have to quit, I understand. I hope it's not, but if for some reason it is, don't feel like you have to stay if it's going to keep you from getting a job tomorrow. But you're going to get one in September, and something's going to happen by the next full moon. Can you show me what might happen by the next full moon? You're going to write something, or something's going to be written. And somehow this could be unreliable. But it looks like your best bet is whoever you're helping here, you need to stop helping them and you'll leave a legacy. And you could get a job as soon as tomorrow. Unless this is saying there's somebody you don't want to help. Clarify the helper in reverse. Why is helper in reverse? Because this is unlocking. Not helping would mean that you would be unlocking. What was locked can now be opened. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. Blocks are there to tell you that you're steering off rails. Off track, rather. I don't know why I said rails. And somehow growing up could also be a factor. I think that whoever you're helping, I'm going to leave that alone, Kailash. But you are going to be motivating and not settling. I think this helping is connected to the settling. But only you know that for sure. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Otto! Quit! Hang on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, pretty boy. Hang on, y'all. I think we might have some cards here, but I'm not sure. No, it's not our card. It's something else. Look, that's a tree limb. Cosmo. He's trying to sing Andy Griffith and say woo woo at the same time. Look, a tree limb fell out of the tree in my front yard since I've been in here doing this reading. And stuck straight in the ground. Like, literally, if I'd have been standing out there, it would have pierced through me. But thank God I wasn't out there. Because you heard me ask the man, did you stick that limb in the ground like that? I'm glad it was there, though, because it kept him from backing up into my yard and tearing my yard all to hell. Because that part of my yard gets really wet when it rains. Alright, you're welcome, Kailash. Are there any more questions? Look, my hand's itching. That's a good sign. That means money is coming to somebody. Maybe you, Kailash. Maybe tomorrow. Looks like you could have a job very, very quickly if you stop helping whoever it is that you're helping, okay? Nobody else? Okay. I guess that's all I needed to do. I didn't really have anything else to say. I guess we'll just close it there. If I get that deck of cards, though, we might do another reading today. Okay? You'll be in bed, Kailash, unless you're awake again, depending on how late it is when they come. I'm pretty sure it'll be very late, so get some sleep, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for your help, Kailash, Cheryl. I appreciate you both very, very much. And I appreciate you all for being here and participating, allowing me to read for you. Anybody that ever wants me to answer a question, just let me know. I don't charge anything for readings. If you want to donate, you can give a super chat or a super thanks, or you can join the channel for extra content. All right, you guys, take care. And I'll see you in the next one. Love you too. Love you too, Kailash. All right. Bye-bye.